this is Sean for Gaming Bacon, and I'll be looking at Outlast. Outlast is a new survival horror romp that you can find on Steam for $20 right now. It's from Red Barrels, a company put together by the guys behind the previous Splinter Cell and Assassin's Creed games. For it being their first time making a survival horror game, they definitely put together a good one. Outlast has you playing Miles Upshur, an investigative reporter with some bad luck. He gets a tip that leads into the Mount Massive Asylum, and once inside, his goals change quickly when he just wants to escape. Of course, with his trusty video camera, he's just going to record it along the way. The gameplay of Outlast is pretty basic. There aren't any puzzles like you'd find in the other popular horror series, Amnesia. You won't ever be beating your head against the wall trying to figure out something before the lights go off. The biggest problem with Outlast is that you're mostly hitting buttons, turning valves, running around. I can't count the number of times the objective bar popped up on the screen and it said something like, turn on the power, find the key, or escape this area. It's mostly about running around and then pressing the use button. Basic isn't necessarily a bad thing though. Not every game needs to reinvent the wheel to be good. One thing I'm glad this game didn't include is combat. You truly do feel weak and afraid of the creature chasing you down the hallway. Whether you're worried about the large deformed man running out with his fists raised, the crazy inmates wielding machetes, the evil doctor with elongated scissors, or the demonic presence that appears randomly as the game goes on, you'll be running scared all the same. This is because of the way they make you feel present in the situation. They execute this even better than Amnesia and other modern horror games. This is because they make you feel your character's presence. You aren't just a floating head. As you whip through the corridors of the different wards, the sewers, and the grounds of the asylum, you'll see your feet hit the ground, your hands on the wall as you turn a corner or vault over a desk. You'll hear Miles catch his breath, or groan when he's hurt. It reminds me of Mirror's Edge if it was directed by John Carpenter. The presence of your character is accentuated through the video camera's presence as well, and the notes you take. Seeing in the dark through your camcorder's night vision options is terrifying and feels like you're watching a found footage horror film. By recording different events, you trigger Miles to scribble down some notes as well. These often can provide some insight into what just happened and also allow you to start hearing the character's voice. The gameplay does get repetitive by the time you finish it, but luckily there are plenty of scares to keep you going and a wide variety of environments to explore, from the showers to the grounds and the sewers themselves. While Outlast does feature quite a number of cheap jump scares, exploring the world is also very tense. The asylum is gorgeously detailed, and there are many scenes where no danger is imminent and yet you still feel really creeped out, such as when you fall into a pile of bodies and find yourself sick, or when the creepy doctor takes you and tortures you.
Maybe.
He looks nervous.
I would like to kill him.
Outlast is well worth the $20. While it doesn't reinvent the horror genre, it does offer a very polished and visceral experience. The atmosphere and high tension make it one of the best new horror games to come out in some time. Just don't expect a huge challenge or a lot of options when it comes to solving problems. It's a cinematic game that plays out like a great horror movie more than anything else.